Game number 2 between Stefan and Conquerors. Stefan playing as the Saracens, another monk civilization really, which Stefan is not really favoring. And we have Malcor again with a civilization that probably is better here and doesn't get light cap. We have Teutons, and of course you don't want to monk rush a Teutons opponent because a Teutons guy, that's not going to work out really unless you have like a, I guess, 200 to 300 rating gap, rating difference, then it might work out, but usually it doesn't. Let's go for the maps here quick and see how the game is progressing. We have the main gold from Malcor safe in the back. Extra stone, extra gold, extra gold. This is amazing. Malcor can see this, he has scouted this, so he will have an easy time to get safe resources. The other resources, I guess, not too good. There was probably boar outside. Second gold forward, inside but forward. Main stone forward, second stone forward outside. We might actually see a tower rush here. Might be worth it. And a third gold pretty far outside. Relics, one close to his base. This one relatively close. Then there is this one more or less in the open field. This one closer to Stefan. And the last one, of course, close to Stefan here, who also has second stone outside, main stone forward at the same position. So tower rush could be possible for any player. Here we have an arena map, so 1800 HP walls also in the dark and feudal age, not only in the castle age, which means the tower rush is not as easy, and I'm hoping to see none of these because I don't think Malcor or Stefan really favor tower rush. If you want to see a Trush on arena, go watch John Slow. Watch Terror, he is really playing a lot of Trushes and he knows how to do them, more or less at least. Sometimes really good success, sometimes big fails, but that's I guess the common thing to have with the tower rush. It can go really well, it can fail really beautifully. Not sure about it. We have Stefan else with the main gold safe in the back. This is nice for him. The second and gold inside but forward, the third gold forward outside. The map's actually almost fair, except for the extra resources, I guess, and that is what favors Malcor here with the map. And of course Malcor is going for the scouts here, but also with Stefan will have scouts out. We have the second scout from Malcor already on the field. Both players are still trying to find all the relics, I guess, and I think Malcor will try and hunt down Stefan's scout here. Stefan, the second scout, now out, and we are up to Castle Age for Stefan. Also in Loom coming in immediately. Loom just in case, I guess, or was he housed? I don't think so. Monastery coming up, and I'm expecting to see a TC, yeah, right here on the main gold and a wood line. This is beautiful. Second TC, a third TC gonna come up soon. Also wheelbarrow actually coming in from Malcor, who has a lot of farms already. With the Teutons, they are cheaper, so it makes sense. I think in Arabia I'm seeing like, was that 13 farms? That's a little bit of an old information, but I guess it's still valid to go with the farms with the wheelbarrow here. Now light cap done from Stefan against Malcor, and Malcor cannot do light cap upgrade. He's adding in knights. I would love to see a camel here in the mix, but we are also going to see monks, and then the camels will get converted. The knights won't get converted so easily, and it's gonna be the same way for Stefan here. He is going to face a big threat here. So let's see, we have a second TC up on the main gold and wood line, pretty similar, and another TC on the wood line coming up from Malcor here. Stefan going with the third TC on the wood line as well, pretty mirrored, and we have 4 knights now out. Malcor is taking map control here. Stefan with the monk, spearman, 2 light cap, and Stefan is the one who is taking the first relic, but can he actually get it home? This monk is getting 3 hits and down it goes. The spearman will die fast, and that means Stefan won't be able to get that relic in. Instead, we have 4 knights now patrolling this relic, and they are actually attacking the gate for a second before Stefan probably is going to send at least a monk here. Yeah, next monk on the way. Does he have a relic in? He's got one of those, and Malcor doesn't have a relic yet, but the first one coming in now. Actually a monk here to heal the scout calf. I like this decision here. Heavy plow on the way. Stefan only now doing wheelbarrow. And of course Teutons have the better economy here, so you have to give Malcor the edge here with same military numbers but with better upgrades and with more military units on the field. He has the advantage. Not sure why the scores favor Stefan here. He lost more. He doesn't have the economy that, or the resources that Malcor has, I guess at least. Not sure about it, but the score doesn't really give you everything. Now the camels coming out and actually taking on the monks here. Stefan is doing a good job to attack, to counter-attack the knights. Now he will be able to get that relic in, or he should at least, and he should be able to get them through 2 against 3, maybe even take another one. Handcard on the way from Stefan. He's doing scale barding armor, and the problem for the Saracens is that in the late game, what are you going to do? Teutons have siege archers, they have the monks to counter the Saracens siege archers. They have, what else we get? Halberdiers, of course, hand cannoneers. We could see heavy scorpions, we might even see elite Teutonic knights. And then what are you going to do against Teutonic knights and archers? Really, that's a hard thing to counter for Saracens here. You can't go monks, that's a problem for you. Do you have champions? I don't think so, and even if you do, then the elite Teutonic knights will be a lot better. You could go arbalest, but then the siege archers will hit you really hard. So Stefan probably needs to win this early on, and that's, I think, why he's going for more map control, for more camels, trying to get an early advantage, going to imp faster, and then maybe try to win this in early Imperial Age when Malcolm is still getting his economy in shape and still waiting for the resources to actually click up. Got a lot of gold in the bank, not enough food. Actually, food count rising fast now. Could cancel a few of these villagers, then he would be able to click up to Imperial Age. Right now, 4 more villages for him, and he's taking a fight with pikemen now on the field. The camels need to run away, and more barracks coming up. Malachor is on the way to Imperial Age. Let's see, what is Stefan preparing to do? Another stable up outside, but nothing else. Do we see University? Are we going to see the bombard cannons, hand cannoneers, something like that? Siege workshop coming up? No, apparently not. We're going to see only heavy camels, arbalest maybe, but I don't see any archer range either. What is Stefan's plan here? I'm really not sure. Castle coming up now, quite late actually, and there's the university getting finished, so I think we might see chemistry immediately. Stefan realized, oh, I'm missing one building, I should get that. Nice quick volley of stone walls and a house coming up. This castle should go up, but we have a lot of military units, pikemen and knights on the field, so only 5 villagers attack building this castle. It will take some time, and that means Melkor has an opportunity to stop this castle, but it's too late, and there's a lot of pikemen on the field. It's not going to be enough. We have 1 mangonel outside, the castle is up, chemistry, gold, stone, better archer armor all coming in, and we are going to see what? Bombard cannons probably? Yes, there we go. But not hand cannoneers. No, hand cannoneers, there we go. 2 archer ranges. We have Stefan still villages on stone, probably wants to get a second castle up or trade it for gold, which is of course favorable for the Saracens here. And with the hand cannoneers, as long as he's not sending them out in singles like he's doing right now, he should have an easy time to count the halberdiers. But then there's Onachas on the field already, and that's Malkor's second signature move on Arena. He loves to go for Onachas and cut the forest, which is possible in War of the Kingdoms, of course. And now quick houses coming up. This house, the weakest, could get attacked fast, but yeah, there's also forest that can get taken out in one shot. And ooh, this might be the out castle. Villagers will die. This castle is not going to get finished easy. A lot of halberdiers in the mix, and Stefan only 10 military units. He wasn't able to mass his units. Got a lot of food in the bank. Only 2 archer ranges to get hand cannoneers. The next archer range is getting built. Stefan's transition into Imperial Age was not really good because he wasn't able to get the necessary military buildings up, and the university coming up a little bit late, the castle coming up late. Now the bombard cannon is taking care of these Onachas. That was very important. The few halberdiers that are left are actually going down, and Malcolm lost a lot of units here. The castle will get finished. The thing is, Malcolm bought some time. Right now, he needs to get his army back in shape again, and I think Stefan has one opportunity to push here in still early Imperial Age. He's not doing that right now. He's maybe trying to get a few more units, outposts coming up, but he doesn't have the siege to do that, and siege archer all on the way. Only 1 bombard cannon here, but the 2 trebuchets are actually hitting a castle inside Malcolm's space. And nice bombard cannon micro. Archer against bombard cannon, you know what you want to have. Once they are siege archers, it might be a different song here, different, what do you call it? No, I'm missing the words, you know that, and I didn't cast for quite some time. Siege archers getting repaired, look at this is beautiful. I think the siege archers and halberdiers in the mix. For now, Malko should be fine and should be able to regain map control. I have to take a step forward to here, yeah, that's better, a little bit at least, but my throat, damn it. Let's hope it's not getting worse. We have bombard cannon, trebuchet, we have now more barracks coming up here from Malkor, and he's still got 1 halberdier inside Stefan's base. That's quite funny to see actually. Masonry ironclad coming in for the siege units, giving them +3 pierce armor, no, +3 melee armor actually. The siege archers should have 0 +3 and 8 pierce armor. Let's wait for that to finish. +4 actually. I was wrong there, I thought it was +3, it's +4. or maybe it was siege engineers and the ironclad. I think it's still +3 bombard cannons against siege oranges, but Malcolm can also mix in his own bombard cannons, and as you can see, the siege oranges are doing pretty well against the bombard cannons. Now the castle will fall. There is light cav, soon to be hussars on the field, but there's so many halberdiers, and the hand cannoneers are just not good enough against all that siege. Look at this, those hand cannoneers need to dodge all these shots, and it's not possible against like 3 siege archers. So don't even bother to try, is what Malcolm is going to say here, because you're going to lose. And Malcolm with a score lead, with the population lead, nothing is decided yet, but Stefan won't have an easy time to win. This ballistics on the way for him. This castle is getting repaired by 10 villagers, but it's going down fast. 2 bombard cannons are actually doing a good job, and 1 counter bombard cannon coming in time. Look at this. And now there's 3 and 4 bombard cannons. Hussars moving in, taking down one of them maybe. Not even 1, and that means 4 bombard cannons will hit the castle very soon. Stefan in the meantime lost his bombard cannon. There is 1 cav archer in the mix, which probably was a misclick. Elite skirmish on the way. A decent idea, because you need some trash units. Are Saracens missing +3? No, they get it. That's very important to see. They're missing halberdiers. And now that's 6 bombard cannons. The hussars will try to reach those bombard cannons, but there's so many halberdiers in the mix still that Malcolm should be able to take down this castle, and at the same time don't lose too many bombard cannons, maybe 1 or 2. These elite skirmishers are getting 3 shots right now, 3 hits, but the bombard cannons are actually getting microed here. Siege archers in the mix now, and Malcolm is still with 3 relics. That means he will have enough gold for a few bombard cannons from time to time, and for a few siege archers. Actually, he's got 2k3 gold in the bank with all the extra gold here. He was able to take his gold. Now Stefan trying to counterattack. Cap Ram and hussars moving in, but a nice castle, really well placed to protect the woodline. Those few hussars will try and attack villages, but they will die really fast. And we have the castle still standing, which is amazing. Where are the bombard cannons from? Did he lose them? Maybe I missed that he was losing 6 bombard cannons. That's possible. Don't see them any longer. And losing 6 bombard cannons is a lot of gold, actually. Stefan still sending siege. Trash units, hussars and elite skirmishers in, which makes sense, but the hussars went down fast. A few idle villages here and there. The cap battering rams, only not cap rams, even battering rams are getting taken out by Teutonic Knights. You can see +4 and +3/+4 defense. They're only missing the elite upgrade. And then you will have a problem against elite Teutonic Knights as the Saracens. On deathmatch, you don't want to play Saracens against Teutons, because you know you're going to lose. There is nothing to counter these bastards, these tanks, these, I don't know. And imagine, no, that's the 6 bombard cannons again. I guess he was dropping them inside his base. Imagine the elite Teutonic Knights going into siege towers and then starting to attack like everything pretty much. Bombard cannons now moving forward. Castle finally going down. 52 minutes in. Looks like Malcolm is getting a solid advantage in the middle, gaining map control, and Stefan is not able to counter-raid or counter-attack here. And Capron now attacking the barracks, but that's really not the most important thing to lose. And we have still 6 bombard cannons in, attacking elite skirmishers now. Siege workshop will go down, stables will go down, ballistics on the way from Malcolm as well. So he's going to switch to some other trash unit. I don't think he needs it. Would love to see him go for the elite Teutonic Knights and just finish this game, but not happening right now. Siege ram all the way from Stefan. This might be a way to counter this army, but not without any support units, and the support units from the Saracens are just not good enough. Halberdiers are a very easy counter against the hussars, and elite skirmishers won't do the trick against all that's ranged siege here. Look at this, how fast the hussars are actually going down. Triple frame from Stefan, but Stefan is losing ground. Malcolm is gaining more map control. This trebuchet might fall, but there is halberdiers in the mix, and we have Malcolm with an easy time at this point. I think he's enjoying this. He was streaming this game, so if you want to check his point of view, really nice to see his inputs on the games, actually, because of course he's doing some commentary on his own games, and me as a noob player, I'm learning a lot there. If I was able to like keep that in mind, everything that he's saying. And Stefan, I think, holding really well, or he has been holding really well against the better civilization here. But in the end, you can see how you have to play the better civ. And siege rams now approaching. Teutonic Knights still not elite. I'm a little disappointed to see that. Do not see the elite Teutonic Knights yet. I hope to see them later on. 4 bombard cannons left, and they're taking down elite skirmishers. That's something you don't want to fight here. But okay, there's a lot of things happening right now at the same time, and double the military numbers from Malcolm. Stefan is not giving up yet, but he doesn't really have a reason to give up unless he's dropping like below 100 population. Until that point, he might still have chances to fight back. He still got decent resources. But now the Halberdiers again going in, doing small ratings, but these small ratings they sum up, and this might cost you a game. Teutonic Knights moving forward now. Look at this, the house will go down really fast as the Halberdiers in the mix, of course. And the siege rams aren't really able to do a lot. There's so many melee infantry units in the mix that the siege rams won't do the trick. Siege onagers might have been an option from Stefan, but then again, how to defend those? And in the end, I think Melkor will win this. I will fast forward a little bit if that's possible. And we are going to see more and more Halberdiers flooding in, because Melkor, with 119 villagers, will be able to fort them all day long. At least as far as I can tell here. Look at this, he's been queuing up so many Halberdiers in those barracks. Not in all of them, but many of them. And he's got 5k gold in the bank. He can go for whatever he wants. I would love to see the elite Teutonic Knights. Come on, Melkor, do it. You can do it. A few Hussars trying to raid, but in the end they will go down. I guess they came in here, but Melkor was able to rebuild the wall to close the zone. And now siege onagers again in the mix, because still 3k 8 gold in the bank, so why not mix them up a little bit. That's 5 siege, still a trebuchet standing around, could move forward. I think Melkor forgot about it, doesn't really matter here. And Stefan has what you could call map control on the left hand side, but it doesn't really help him. There's a single trebuchet moving forward, but I think Melkor should be able to catch that in time and try to take it down. And now there's the siege onagers fully upgraded, that's like 8 of them, and they will be able to take down everything. Stefan actually going for the champions now, because there is only Halberdiers and ranged siege in the mix from Melkor. But I think those champions, once they are getting like stopped by Halberdiers, or at least like bumping into each other, might even be a problem against the siege onagers. Siege onagers now taking down buildings because there is nothing else to attack. And yeah, the 200 swordsmen actually getting taken out by that massive Halberdiers. Trebuchet went down, Teutonic Knights taking care of the left hand side, one siege onager to help out. And on the right hand side, Melkor is getting more and more map control. A few elite skirmishers, one hand cannon here, doing some damage. It doesn't really matter, 109 villagers, and Stefan calling the GG, because he's going to lose everything. Starting on the right hand side, where there is an unstoppable siege plus Halberdier train coming up. Hope you enjoyed this game. Stefan had his chances again, but they were very slim in this game, because Melkor once again better civilization, and he showed us how you can play this and how you can win it. And see ya in game number 3. See ya in another game between Melkor and Stefan.